Hey guys, welcome back to another fragrance video. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. If you are not new here, welcome back, and go ahead and make sure that you thumbs up this video. I just want to say, I'm going to start out this video. FOMO got me. FOMO got me. And when I say it got me, I mean it got me. And I say that because I purchased a fragrance, and I purchased a fragrance from this brand that I've been following for a very long time. They are based out of Raleigh, North Carolina, and I actually visited Raleigh, and I planned on visiting them because they do have a kiosk in the mall. I think they have a couple different locations. Don't quote me on that, but I know for sure they are in the Raleigh Mall. I don't know what it's called because I didn't get a chance to go, and I did go to Raleigh. I've been following this fragrance company for a while, and it's a Black-owned company, and they create their own fragrances. And when I first discovered them, it was because they were doing, I knew that they had dupe fragrances, and I was really excited about, at the time I was looking for a dupe for Initio's Absolute Aphrodisiac because I had got a sample of the fragrance, but I wasn't ready to drop Initio money. And I also couldn't find it on any discount sites. And so I was looking for a dupe of Initio's Absolute Aphrodisiac. I came across the company. And the company is Nazar Fragrances. I'm not sure if I'm saying their names right, but we're gonna go with it. I never went ahead and purchased the Initio Absolute Aphrodisiac dupe from them because they never had it in stock. Before I went to Raleigh, I checked the website. They didn't have it on the website. When I went to Raleigh, I planned to go into the mall to see if they had it in stock there, and just wasn't on the website, but I didn't end up going. And then after that, like, I still never saw it come back into stock. Now, it could have, and I wasn't paying attention, but I never ended up getting the fragrance from them. And most of the other ones they had at the time I had already smelled or I already owned, and so I didn't feel the need to buy anything from them. But since then, they've actually dropped original fragrances of theirs. They may or may not have had the original fragrances already. I don't remember seeing any, but that's besides the point. They do have original fragrances now, and 2 of them are currently limited edition. Because I was on Instagram just scrolling, and I saw some of their posts about these fragrances, and I saw that they said limited edition or limited run, and I was like, okay, so how limited is limited? And I actually commented that on their Instagram post for the fragrance I'm about to show you, because I need to know. Like, is it limited like I need to get this now, or is it limited like I can wait a little bit, you still have more stock and you're going to restock pretty soon? Or is it like months out, years out? I doubt it's going to be years out. They basically replied back, and by this time I had already went ahead and purchased the fragrance, but by the time that I saw the comment back, it was too late. Anyways, the comment basically said that, you know, it's not completely done, but it will be a while because of the ingredients that they use. So I'm glad I did go ahead and buy it, and I only bought one. I wanted to get the other one, which is right up my alley, I believe. And then there's also another original fragrance that they have that I'm really interested in trying. We're just gonna do one at a time. The fragrance that I want to talk about today is Oud Cake. Now, this is the packaging, and I've got to say, this is gorgeous. I ended up getting this one first because the other two that I had my eye on, one is called Pie Cognac. It's giving me, from the notes that I've read on it, it's giving me Angel Share vibes. While I feel like it's a little bit more complicated than Angel Share, I feel like I already have 2 fragrances that smell like pie and cognac. So I said I'm gonna get that one next. We're gonna go with Oud Cake. And Oud Cake, this is a very interesting fragrance to me. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the notes for it and when I saw the description for it, which I will put here, I was like, first of all, the name Oud Cake. I love cake and I love oud, but the two together, wasn't too sure about. And then I saw the notes and I was like, that's a lot. Like, that's really complex. I was like, how are all those notes mixing together? And I was like, okay, maybe I should not go with Oud Cake and just go ahead and get pie cognac. But then I saw Amanda Marie within the fragrance community post about it. And she was also in the comments and she said they put their foot in this. So I was like, okay, that's urging me on just a little bit. But what does it really smell like? Because, well, she described it as, so she said that this is, to her, an over-the-top gourmand. It's a warm, sweet, boozy, creamy vanilla and cacao. She says she gets the nuttiness, more than likely it's the hazelnut. And I am going to go into the notes for this fragrance because I need you to understand how I felt deciding on this fragrance. The top notes for this fragrance, and I do have them on my phone here, they are frosting, almond, pistachio, pecans, oud, ice cream, hazelnut, and rum. For your middle notes, you have peach, pear, pineapple, coconut, cherry, whipped cream. And then base notes, we've got bakery, oud, vanilla bean, tonka bean, benzoin, cacao, and white musk. This fragrance, I actually have no words. And it's a good thing, but it's more of an, I don't know how to explain this. This is very interesting. I love it. I love it. I do love it. She wasn't lying. They put their foot in this. But as you saw or heard from the notes, this is a very complicated fragrance. Like, there's a lot going on within this fragrance. And typically I can pick out each note, at least most of them. I'm gonna be honest, they mix this so well that it just smells like a creamy, nutty fruit cake. And while I'm at it, because I was supposed to be doing this is what, I'll put the description, like their description over here so that you can read it while I'm saying it. But they're like, this is experience the sweet aroma of luxury with a slice of oud cake. Growing up, when there was a party, wedding, birthdays, and family get-togethers, there was Watergate salad or Watergate cake. That is something that I have never heard of. Like, that's brand new to me, so I have no clue what it tastes like. I've never seen it before. I've never heard of it before. So that really piqued my interest as well, because they say this: it's a tasty dessert filled with fruit cocktail, vanilla extract, marshmallow, pistachios, pistachio pudding, usually topped with buttery pistachio frosting, and almonds, pecans or pistachios. The owner says, my favorite is Watergate cake, which has the same base ingredients. Just add yellow cake or your cake of choice. This sophisticated scent captures the familiarity and warmth of cherished family gatherings, whisk your senses away to a luxurious banquet with the people you know and love. And then it has the notes listed at the bottom. I'm going to see if I can explain this, because they did a live video with the owner of Nazar, and they pretty much sat and kind of explained all of the original fragrances that they have. And I heard, what sold me was one of the women that was on the live, which is located on YouTube. I don't know her name, I'm gonna see if I can find it. Drop it in the description or on the screen somewhere. But one of the women said that she gets tiramisu from it. I'm not gonna lie. Tiramisu, one of my favorite desserts. Like, period, point blank. I am a coffee girl. I'm a coffee addict. Coffee, caffeine. Coffee is my kryptonite. So like, tiramisu, the first time that I was introduced to tiramisu, I actually cried. Like, I literally cried after the first bite of it. And that's saying a lot. So for her to say that she gets tiramisu from this, I was like, oh yeah, I need it. I need it. It's mine. It's coming home with me. Now, I was still back and forth between this and pie cognac, because I just know I'm going to like pie cognac. I wasn't sure about this, but I do like this. I've been testing it. I got it. And let's talk about their shipping, because I ordered this Thursday or Friday night. It got here Monday afternoon. Shipping is like, I ordered and then the next morning I had my shipping, I had my tracking information. So shipping, amazing. Can't speak to customer service. They are pretty quick with their Instagram responses. I haven't had any issues, so I haven't had to speak with them as far as customer service goes, but they are active on Instagram. They answer any questions that you might have. From what I've seen so far, they're a great company. But I want to try to explain this to you, because this, and can we talk about the details of the bottle really quick? Like, it even has the name on the bottle, on the top. Like, that is, oh, y'all, I love this. Like, I can see why she gets tiramisu. This is so sweet. It's like a fluffy cake. It's definitely extremely nutty. I don't too much smell the rum in here. And the oud isn't a strong oud. It's more of a smooth, light. You really smell it on the dry down. There are fruit notes in here, and I think that they just mix together so well that you can't really tell, because I even had my mom smell this, and at first she's like, oh, it smells floral, but she's like, that's really nice. And then I read her the notes and she was like, I don't get any of that. I told her to keep smelling, and she was like, okay, now I'm starting to get it. I don't know. I think I've explained this as best as I can. I think it's a perfect gourmand. I'm going to be wearing this like nobody's business. I'm a gourmand girl. I love to smell edible. So this, right up my alley. If you can get your hands on this, do it. You're gonna be missing out. Like Amanda Marie said, I would gatekeep this, but I think other people also need to experience this. It's such a nice, creamy, nutty gourmand fragrance. And don't be intimidated by the name. The oud is very smooth. It's not strong. It's not like a typical Arabian fragrance oud, if that makes sense at all. Nazar, shout out to y'all for this, because y'all did this. This is a masterpiece. I'm really excited to try out their other original fragrances. The next two on the list are pie cognac, hopefully before they sell out, and then sweet peach cobbler. Go get it. Go get this. So yeah, that was my review on Nazar Fragrances Oudh Cake. Definitely a must-have in your collection, especially if you are a gourmand lover. The price for this is $100. I think most of, if not all of their originals go for $100 for a 1.7 ounce. I definitely think it's worth it. since, like I said, I've been testing this out for the past week, and the longevity on it is pretty good. The sillage on it is also really good. I haven't tested it outside. I work from home, so I haven't had a chance to test this out yet, but I definitely will coming up, especially when the temperature drops. I'm really excited to see how this performs in colder weather as well. I'm pretty sure this is unisex, but definitely with all the sweetness of it, it definitely leans feminine. I know men that prefer more masculine scents that aren't sweet like this, they might not go for it, but for sure, definitely something I recommend everyone trying. If you can get to their spot in the Raleigh Mall, do it, test it out, and if you're okay with blind buying while they do have it in stock, go for it. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one.